Hi there, how are you today? I just thought I'd do a little quick makeup look because it is my second day with blue hair and it has now been washed one time and it faded a little bit. It's not quite as vibrant. We have more of a gray blue. It does grab more on the ends, probably because that hair is a little more porous because it's been around longer. But really pleased with it so far. You know, other people might think it's a bad thing to have a temporary color that washes out after 3 washings because they may want it to last forever. But I love being able to do something that just lasts a few washings. Don't know how long it's going to take to fade, but this is it after 1 washing. And the only reason I am doing a video today is so that I can show you how my hair looked after 1 washing. But I'm not just going to stop now because that would be, well, boring and not fair. I do try to have myself positioned in my awkward little space a little bit better. You get the boring blank wall with the lovely hole that has not been repaired yet. And then you've got the outside with the on again, off again rain, so the furniture is all covered up. And here we go. I did a lot of bright blue eyeshadow last time. We're gonna try a pretty simple makeup today, not as heavy, not as obviously made up. Still going with a fairly heavy foundation, also doing my Perfection Lumiere Velvet by Chanel. I like this foundation because this is sort of my least yellow foundation, if that makes sense. I tend towards, my skin tends to be a little yellowy, even though I'm pink in the face, it's yellow everywhere else. This foundation is a little pinker than my usual. Applying with my Soft Blend Concealer Brush from Sigma. And I'm afraid if you see my eyes get distracted, it's because I have a handsome man outside trimming the trees. So he's right behind you looking outside. Anyway, sorry, distracted by cute boy. Let me try a little, I'm gonna use some of my Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. I have this in light golden. I'm gonna put just a little bit down on my palette. I'm gonna do a little of that just around the nose because it tends to be a little pink, especially with the allergies I have had lately. Oh, it's like it's spring and I'm living up in the hills with all this vegetation everywhere. I have been sneezing my head off. And blowing my nose like crazy, and that has left me with a very irritated snout. Yes, I referred to my nose as a snout. Why not? Well, I've got it sitting here and I've already pulled it out of the tube. It's not my ideal, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it under the eyes because as you can see, with allergies, you get some very dark circles. My dark circles always get a little worse in allergy season. And in case anybody is concerned, I do already have my moisturizer, which contains a 50 SPF sunscreen on my face. And I also have an SPF 50 on my chest. It's one thing when you do your concealer first, boy, you suddenly realize that you don't need quite as much foundation. And now I'm looking at this wad that I put down here and it's like, well, that's gonna go to waste. Oh well. In case anybody's been wondering, Howard has really been enjoying the blue hair. He gets a real kick out of it. Okay, I do have some leftover foundation, but not as much as I thought, and a little leftover concealer. I'm gonna leave that on the palette just in case I need it to tidy anything up. Let's get a little powder on. RCMA, no color powder. I'm going to try to play with a very different color palette from what I did yesterday. Yesterday I had my favorite Lip Sense lip color, Praline Rose. Today I'm going to use a color that is not a favorite, that I tend to feel is a little dull and too dark for me. But it's playtime, right? We're just playing. This is Joja Cosmetics, and it is called Divine. And I'm also using a NYX pencil that is called Beyond Nude. Yeah, there's a color you don't see me in very often, huh? Suddenly my skin goes white. Well, since my skin suddenly went white, let's do a little contour. Same Sigma blush set that I got for free. This is available on QVC. I'm gonna use a color you don't see me use very often. That one, I think that's gonna go great with this lipstick. This is super dark for me. I just don't wear blushes this dark. I think I'm gonna treat it like contour. I think I'm gonna put this on the underside of the cheeks and using my contouring brush, just in case it's, well, too dark. Okay, as long as I go with a really light hand, it's okay. I'm going to add a little pink using this light pink only. This is the brush that comes with the kit when you buy it on QVC. I'm going to add a little of this so that I look like I have a little sunshine on my skin and not like I've been cooped up inside for a week. we go, I look healthier already. Since I'm still in my state where I packed everything up for the move and it's all kind of stuck downstairs while the basement is being worked on, so I have a very, very limited palette that I left aside to work with, I'm gonna use my Naked 3s, and I'm really gonna try to use this copper tone in the middle. What do they call that? Trick. Yeah, let's do, it's a very shimmery shadow. Do I have anything that is less shimmery? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna start with my e.l.f. palette. This is Summer Breeze. It's all matte, it's their Mad for Matte collection. This is Summer Breeze, and I think it's got, so I think I'm gonna do like some of this and maybe some of this, and then I'll add some of that shimmer. Let's start with this one. This brush is from a Sigma kit that I got a few years ago, and I will drop the link down below. I'm going to take this vanilla color up near the brow bone. Now I'm going to do that copper shimmer on the lid. Yeah, I sounded really sure of myself there, didn't I? Just bring that up a little bit. It's pretty monochromatic, and I'm pretty pleased with it just being like that. Let's do some of that shimmer under the eye. I'm in an under the eye shimmer place. I'm using a flat bristled brush for that. Foregoing a liquid liner or a pencil liner on top and just using the flat bristled brush and some of this dark tone right here. Just going to tap that along the lash line on the upper lashes. Came up a little high on that. Let's hit a little bit of color on the brows using a small angled brush, and I'm going to just go in with this dark brown just to give them a little crispness. I'm going to tight line using, this is an old pencil. It's Almay, and it is like a midnight blue rather than a black. Let me give it a quick, even though it's sharp, since it's been a while since I've used it, I'm going to sharpen it a little further just to freshen it up. I'm going to do a little tight lining, upper lid only is what I'm planning on at this point, unless I make a big mess, and then I'll smudge it around and make it look like I did it on purpose. Sometimes a midnight blue can be prettier and softer than using a black, and it actually makes the whites of the eyes look a little bit whiter. I don't think I want any false eyelashes today. Just gonna give my lashes a quick curl. The mascara that I'm using is by Tarte. It is Lights Camera Lashes. I'm getting awfully made up for a woman who's just going out for a hike this afternoon. By the way, if you're not getting exercise, get some exercise. Get out of the house, go for a walk. Just, breathe some fresh air. Do some yard work. Do some jumping jacks out in your backyard or your balcony. But it's good to get out of the house and get a little fresh air. At a safe distance, of course, but this is your reminder, if you haven't gotten out of the house, to maybe get out of your house for a bit. And I just want you to know that I have been a full-on pajama gardener for most of my life. So just because you go out of the house doesn't mean you have to get dressed. This is also a reminder to clean your brushes on a regular basis. Whether you just throw them in a sink with hot soapy water and swish them around and then dry them off. A lot of people say not to do that, but any way you can get them clean is better than not cleaning them. So clean your brushes. I gave my brushes a quick cleaning with this brush cleaner. There are a number of brush cleaners on the market. Clean your brushes. So those are my words of wisdom today. Get out and exercise and clean your brushes. Second day blue hair. I still think it's fun. I'm glad it's not going to last forever. I'm glad it's a temporary color and that I can enjoy my wonderful gray hair that I have. Well, I earned every one of those white hairs, as you know. But I love the fact that I can use a temporary hair color mask and enjoy something different for a few days. I will keep you posted on how the fade goes with this. This is with one shampoo. So you are seeing this with just one shampoo. Tomorrow it'll probably be a little bit lighter, and the next day a little bit lighter, and the next day I think it should be just about gone by then, but time will tell. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I love you bunches, and I will talk to you very, very soon. And now I'm going to put highlight on my nose and all over my face that I really didn't want to do in the video because I don't want you to be doing a whole bunch of highlight if you're going out in the street. But since I'm not, well, I'm going for a hike and I don't really care what I look like when I go for a hike, but I'm also gonna shoot some stills right now, so I'm gonna put a bunch of highlighter on for that. Because I can't resist a little highlighter on the tip of my nose. Get that highlight in a nice little C shape right there. Looks good for camera. Doesn't look good for real life.